Plaintiff Michelle Thomas met the defendant through church, and they started dating. But she had no idea that the defendant was addicted to crack and cocaine. Michelle claimed she and the defendant lived together, but when she asked the defendant to leave, she assaulted Michelle. She's suing for the assault and a collections bill. Defendant Shonda Jenkins says when she started dating Michelle, she claimed she was 31, but Shonda found out she was actually 43. Shonda insists she only pushed Michelle in self-defense, and she's countersuing for the cost of a bedroom set.
Start with you.
Okay, I met Shonda in the year of 2011 through our church. We was both members there.
Where? What city?
Oh, this was in Wilmington, Delaware.
Oh, okay.
And then we began seeing each other more on a friends basis, and it went from there to becoming partners.
Mm-hmm. That was what year?
2011.
How have things been since then? How did it go?
Well, I fell in love with a person who was undercover crackhead, cokehead,
How long did it take you to fall in love with?
Whoa. Well, it was quickly. Maybe 3 or 4 months.
Okay. And when did you find out she was a crackhead or a cokehead?
Well, I found out in 2013 through one of her childhood friends.
And what did you do?
Well, I was already in love with her, so I was trying to be supportive, like going to meetings with her.
She was in recovery.
And I think she was doing that just to keep the relationship.
Okay. But that means there was an admission if she's going to the meetings.
Sort of.
From 11 to 13, you didn't know. But were things going all right from 11 to 13?
No, I was seeing like different type of unusual behaviors, but when I would say something about it, you know.
What type of behaviors?
Okay, like when she's not drinking, she's quiet and she's about her business and stuff like that. And then when she's drinking, she's very defensive about every little thing. She likes to argue.
What about the crack? That was the biggest thing. You might hear about no drinking. You didn't accuse the woman of being a crackhead.
Yeah. Well, then I didn't know about that fully until 2013, and I still was standing by her. And then she told me that she's not doing that no more. She says basically she was just doing coke. And it got to the point that it was getting uncontrollable, that she was staying away for weekends at a time.
That's crack.
And
that ain't
then,
coke.
Yeah. Right. That's when I knew it was more than what it was said.
That's more than powder. That's crack.
Right. So that's when I knew it was more than what it was said.
Coke keep you up about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Crack keep you up about 10 if you keep doing it over and over.
And it used to be a every weekend
Then when you
thing.
run out, you go picking through the carpet, see if you can find something.
Right.
You know I know what I'm talking. I've seen plenty of them going through the carpet. I come over my brother's house when he used to have a lot of folks. He had roommates, a lot of people coming in, looking through the carpet. I smell some smoke. I said, okay, that's crack smoking. They looking for crack in the carpet. All right. And then they mess around and put the wrong thing. They put a piece of white cotton in the crack pipe, thinking they got them some crack. She grinning. She know I'm talking. She know I know what I'm talking about. All right. So when did you all break up?
Well, I broke up with her and put her out my house October 15, 2015.
Why?
Because she was out again for a few days, and when she came in, I told her, you know what? This is enough. I said, some gotta give and you gotta go. And she didn't like the response, and that's when she assaulted me.
Okay.
And
well, we get to that shortly. Did you all stay in church, or you left church and that's why you all had all these problems? Just stayed in church. What?
I stay in church more than her, and I'm a praise dance teacher.
Okay, good. Praise dance. All right.
Yes.
And you give me some background. What do you want me to know?
Well, like you said, Gianna, I met her at church. I was an usher then at that church. Then we switched into security. She was a praise dancer, drew me to her. Once I got to know Michelle, like she said, we started dating. She lied to me in the beginning about her age. She told me she was 31. I never found out. When I did eventually find out, she was 43.
You thought you had a young thing. You thought you were doing it. I bet you were telling everybody in town. I got me a young girl.
And I looked good too, that's why.
That's right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And for that whole year too, I only knew her by Miss T or Jingles or the other 70 names she got. I didn't find that out what her real name was until I found out her age.
When did you all find that out? How long into the relationship?
When we started.
When you first started?
Yeah.
Or
once I moved in with her.
Okay. I was just wondering if you all found out about each other at the same time. Maybe you were sitting on the couch watching. Maybe you were sitting on the couch watching television or something, and she just happened to say, "Well, you know, baby, I know these years I've been using these different names, but I think I need to tell you my real name." She said, "Well, before you get that, I want you to know that I'm a crackhead." And she might have said, well, okay, well, that's not as bad as me. I done gave you 70 names. Go ahead.
That's her nickname. That's where I get that from, Baby Jesus. I call her Baby Jesus.
Right.
But she does no wrong. She's perfect. And
let her tell it, right?
Right, let her tell it. But it evolved with that with me and Michelle. Like, it was just friends, everybody. She didn't like nobody. My stand out came out from when I was drinking. It was just the issue that I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. You know, just trying to get immune to someone's changing, because I've always took care of people of my life, and I took care of my own self. In the process, as she said, I was doing crack. I done graduated, got 2 names behind me. I'm an EKG tech, I'm a phlebotomist, and I'm a CNA. Good. I did all of that. And meeting her, she was more like a material person. She had the Dorney Burt, the Michael Kors, all the lavishly things. During that time, doing the crack, I provided that during the whole relationship.
Not that.
Crackheads don't do that.
That's right. They smoke it up.
Yes, exactly. But anything that Michelle wanted, I gave to her, vice versa.
So what is the collection bill and the pain and suffering and the assault?
And I didn't hit her. I pushed her.
Let it tell me.
Okay, 2014, Sean didn't have a car, so she wanted to get a car, but at the dealership where I got my car from, but she didn't have enough credit or any type of credit, so she needed a co-signer. So my credit was so good that they asked me to do it. Her and the sales guy, who's a minister at the church we was going to before I moved here. So I did it. She was like, because can you please do it? Because she was doing private CNA, and she was like, you know the type of job I have, I really wish you can do it for me. So I did it for her, and she was keeping up the payments and everything. And then when I moved from Delaware, well, I was thinking that she was still doing the payments and stuff like that. And maybe a month after I moved, my sister told me, Shonda don't have that car no more. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She said, I've been seeing her with a white car. And she's been to tell me what kind of car it is and stuff like that. So then she said, I think she totaled that car. Something happened with that car. So I got in touch with Shonda, and she was like, I wanted to tell you myself. And I was like, well, when are you going to tell me?
See, that'll happen. That happens a lot. I mean, I don't play race, and race doesn't matter to me. But that does happen a lot. You got to say that. You made a run off with a white woman in a minute. Doesn't that happen sometimes?
I don't know. It never happened.
You said that's what she did.
No, the car was white.
Oh! I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I mean, it doesn't matter. Race, race is neutral.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. So a white car, someone saw her.
Boy. My sister.
Okay,
so she was still living in Wilmington.
All right.
Yes.
What did you find out about the car you co-signed for?
Shonda totaled it.
Totaled it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then she supposed to have kept up the payments and stuff like that until the gap insurance had kicked in, and she was paying here, there, and sometimes, and it went into collection.
You want to give me the collections demand? Okay. So she messed up your credit.
Yes.
Go ahead. And what happened with this assault you're alleging?
Well, that was the 3rd time, and that was the final strike.
What happened?
She was out for numerous days, and when I told her that this is it, and she got defensive about it and stuff and backhand me. And when I said, "You're going to jail," and me and my sister's house is connected. So just so happened that day she didn't go to work. And I went knocking on her door, and she came over to my rescue, and Shonda ran after they had some words and stuff like that. And
Okay, and how much are you asking for that?
$500.
All right. Ma'am, what do you say to this bill you stuck her with, as she alleges, and the assault, pain and
Like she
suffering?
said, I didn't stick her with the bill. It was luckily that I couldn't find my receipts and stuff, because when I got moved out, things was packed up, so I'm here and there when I'm moving. They can say what they want to say, because I was making car payments until the gap
What
paid.
happened? Until
Gap
what?
was supposed to pay. So that was why the gap was between waiting to see how much they were going to pay. I started making car payments on this car, and then I lost my job. So I couldn't make them. I kept in touch with her. I let her, I did not stay
What
away
about
from
the
her, let her
assault?
know. The assault, I didn't hit her. I pushed her.
Okay, you think she wanted you to do that?
No, but she
All
got
right.
when she came, the way she came
You
up
knew
in my
she didn't
face,
want
she
you to
provoked
do that,
me. No,
right?
she didn't.
And an assault is
And
an
I don't put my
unwanted.
hands on people, so I felt bad doing it.
Yeah,
you know?
that was
3
an
times.
assault too. An assault is simply an unwanted touching. You
Exactly.
doesn't have to hit, hurt, any of that. So just so folks know, any type of touching that is unwanted by the recipient of that touching, and you knew they didn't want it. Now, if it's Doyle and I, we're standing there and he comes and I say, man, go on with that. Boom, he can't sue me for assault. I didn't do that intentionally to insult him or to hurt him, and I wouldn't expect, that's not my intention. But it was your intention to push her in a way that you know she would not find acceptable. So I'm going to hold you for that $500, and I am going to hold you for the collections that I'm looking at. What's your counterclaim for a bedroom set?
I would just feel that I didn't have to pay her for that for the counterclaim, because I bought her a bedroom set and I couldn't take
You gave it to her?
when I left it.
It was her gift?
No,
You was for you?
it was for both of us.
Okay. And when you left, when did you try and come and get it?
She didn't let me take it. She didn't allow me in the house for like 5 days.
Okay. What
I
about the
couldn't
sixth
I had to
day?
say.
What about the sixth day?
Well, I was gonna go to court to take it claims court, but I didn't take it to claims court because of
And this was in
her and my children.
2015?
Yes.
So what have you done since 2015
Nothing.
to try and get it?
Nothing.
All right. So you've abandoned it.
Yes.
Where is it? You've sold
In
it?
my house, because I moved it from Delaware to Georgia,
Okay.
and I paid for it to get moved.
All right. You want to give it to her or not?
It was a gift.
All right. I was just wondering. You might be trying to get her back over there.
No.
All right. Just trying to help you out. $3,358 is your judgment.
Thank you, Judge
All
Mathis.
right, and yours is dismissed. You abandoned it. Have a good day.
Okay.
I always a lover. Still want her.
Well, I wish you well.